What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Antignarot back here for another Trove. I'm so tiny, I'm in the corner. Trove beautifulness. Look at all these beautiful people. We got beautiful. We got the Box Lord. We got Nintendo Joe, Toxic Slayer, Magma Correct, Astronaut. We got a bunch of million zillion people. Also, Bulldog and Luxion wanted to be in a video, but he was on earlier and now he's offline. Anyway, so today we are going to be focusing on patch notes, ladies and gentlemen. This is like a, what would I call it? A preview patch? Let's say that's what it is. Where they have added boats is the most important thing, because next week, ladies and gentlemen, save that daily experience, because next week the Pirate Captain comes out. That's a new class. He's beautiful. He's amazing. He's one of a kind, really. So I got a note here where I'm going to sit here and talk about like all the things that are included in the patch. I'm also up here because I just wanted to kind of show off that I've developed our whale a little bit more. He's still not completely finished, but he's getting there. Whoa! Mastery wings. So, how do you obtain a pirate ship? That was a delayed sound effect by me, but it still crashed. This is this is the ship that you get from Mastery, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the way that you get this one, right now there are like a couple ships in the game and there's a couple different ways of obtaining them, but it's very difficult. Not everybody can obtain them just yet. So this is the Mastery ship. This one you get from, I'll talk about our mastery level in a minute. We get it from level 70 gives you the Clipper of the Master, which is the boat that we're rocking right now. And then at level 100, oh, never mind. It was at level 80 is when you get the Master Sail. Okay. You can actually, I'll show you all in a minute. You can actually go and get like a starter sail right now that's just dirt cheap from the hub. But I just wanted to show off this, that they've actually moved it so that the levels, like the mastery level, now the cap is 110. And they've moved it so the mastery wings that we got at level 100, level 100 mastery, those gold wings that we showed off 2 seconds ago, those, if you have them, I don't know if they're going to patch this like with a hotfix or something like that, but if you've already unlocked them before the mastery has been bumped up, we still had them. So the game didn't take our wings away from us and tell us that we had to get 10 more mastery, right? But now instead they have a chaos factor coin right down there at the bottom. You know what? I want to try this new feature here. This right here. I hope that recorded properly. But anyway, so that's really, really cool. That the chaos factor, what that does, and you know what, let's go show off what these ships kind of do. I think I crafted some water over here. What the chaos factor does is it is a new thing that they are implementing in the game where you get at level 100 mastery. You also get another one if you spend $1,000 on like actual cash on cash shop items, like stuff like all of this beautiful things and classes and costumes. By the way, the Bone Knight and the Elysium Guard are now available for purchase, so that's really, really cool. But then the other way that you can get, of course, is you can get one very, very rarely, a tradable chaos factor coin from chaos chests. Now, the way that those work, because lots of people actually seem to be a little bit confused about them, is that when we logged in today, we just spawned with it in our inventory, and then we used it. Now, you don't get anything on the first day that you use it, but now, henceforth, like tomorrow, every day that you log in, like you use the coin, it gives you 1 point, and that is a permanent point towards your account and your character, right? So you can kind of stack them up and get more and more and more. Each point that you have gives you a chaos chest every time that you log in once per day. So that's why in the chaos chest they have a tradable chaos factor coin, which is probably going to be the most expensive item in the game, like straight up, even above Shadow Wings and stuff, because it's a tradable chaos coin, and that's an extra chaos chest for a day, right? I think it's just one chaos chest, right? Something like that. Anyway, haha, ship! Are we getting hurt? Yes, we are. Oh, we're dying. Well, anyway, the way that these work, oh my goodness. No! Just saved it. Just saved it, and they're probably all gonna die. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get to the next area then. What happened here? Somebody destroyed stuff. Somebody destroyed more stuff. I gotta keep paying attention to who's doing architect this and architect that, right? So you know what? Before we end up doing that, let's actually go to the hub. So that I can show you Chaos Factor. Talked about that. Talked about the mastery, $1,000. Oh, and from a Chaos chest, you can also get a Chaos ship right now, which is like a big siege ship. It's actually really, really cool how each of the ships actually has different sizes and stuff like that. Like this one's kind of in the middle, I guess. But the Chaos ship, Lord Sithis already has one, so I wish I got it on camera earlier, but I didn't. But then we get this one as well, the SS Trovian. We get that ship and this Trove sail, and you get this ship from having, what is it? The power pack. So you end up getting it like a week early because next week, with the pirate packs and stuff like that, apparently like all of these are gonna be like craftable and everything like that, and there'll be ways to earn them in game without having to actually spend money on it. I'm sure there's gonna still be some things that you gotta spend money on, of course. The ships themselves operate pretty cool. They're the first thing in the game that actually has a free moving camera, so that's gonna be fantastic for screenshots and stuff. And the way that works is if you press like right and left, like normally you'd be strafing and stuff like that, it's always going to turn you. So then when you pull backwards and walk backwards, it lowers your speed. And then if you hold up, it sets your speed, right? So one thing that I hope that they do, I love the effects they have on it, by the way. One thing that I hope that they end up changing is the ships don't turn very well. Like they really don't. Ooh. Unless we're going fast enough, I guess it doesn't destroy anything. I don't know. But another thing that's actually really, really awesome about it, of course, that they gave the dragon some more love, even though his face is kind of going through the sail, at least in this boat. Really, really cool. You can stay infinite dragon mode when you're riding on the boat. So now they actually have it where you come over here, and look at this. They use Sail Salesman. And he sells you the starting worn torn sail for just a measly 250 glim, which is absolutely awesome. Everybody can get that. Like seriously, that is just dirt cheap, and I love it. And I actually really like this sail. It actually looks really, really cool, I think. And I think equally, it's gonna be really cool when we have like, let me see if it actually shows it right now. Yeah, when we have like the SS dinghy, like the starting ship, because it's just like a little raft and stuff. Really, really cool. Okay, so the Chaotic Cruiser is like the big one right now. Draconic! I'm gonna have to get that boat as soon as it comes out. They don't have fishing rods either, because that's next patch and stuff. I know I'm kind of just rambling and stuff, ladies and gents, so bear with me. I'm just actually really excited about this patch. A couple other things. Yeah, I talked about the wings, talked about the ship mastery. Mastery also, they have actually, like the Trove developers have talked about the mastery going up to 125. So I don't know if they're going to be doing that with the next pirate patch or if they're just planning to do it really, really soon. But they're currently trying to figure out a way that they can make mastery a little bit more exciting and different once you get to the level 100 mastery and up. Which sounds really, really cool. Like one of the things that they talked about, which you can kind of see here, is normally you get, like, normally you get, oh, it pauses the game. That's weird. I could draw stuff. Wow, that's weird. I hope that doesn't mess up in the recording. I'll have to find out after in editing. But anyway, so they have it set up where, like, once you get to 100 and up, they don't actually have any more in-between awards, so it's just from 100 to 110. I guess they skipped over 105, so I guess that's why they want to start making it a little bit more exciting and stuff, rather than gameplay elements, they said, so it's probably just going to be, like, stuff like these golden wings and stuff to just show off and junk like that. Junk like that. I mean that in a positive way. Also, another thing that I actually didn't even show... I didn't show it very well, but when you enter an adventure world now, you actually spawn, like, at different placements. So, right now, you can kind of see, like, there's still a couple people spawning down there over by the green stuff that's over there. But in a few minutes, other players would start spawning somewhere way far away that maybe you wouldn't even see or something like that, right? By the way, the ships also seem to be the new fastest way of travel because they actually have what is it, 110 movement speed, and even when you're with your wings, it's only 95 movement speed, so that's actually really cool. I don't know if sails determine your speed, or if every boat just has the same max speed, but as you can see, like, turning and stuff is, like, it's really tricky, so I want to eventually build, like, a boat course or something like that, but it's gonna be something really tricky to get the hang of. Also, the oceans. So I guess I should talked about the Bone Knight. Shadow Arenas 2, I'll say while we're going back to our club world here. Shadow Arenas currently for this week only have like ×2 damage every time. So what happens in Shadow Arenas is sometimes randomly you would go in one and it's like ×2 damage for a Draconis, right? Or Dracolite or whatever. But most of the time it would be nothing. And now they have it where every single time you go into a Shadow Arena is double damage. So that is only going to last for a little bit of, like, just till the next patch. Also, they have these right now, Sea of Deep Regret. Now, this is a little bit tricky. Took me a little while to figure this out. So you can kind of see, like, that ocean that is up there in the top left that we ended up going to earlier, where we were actually dying and stuff like that. The Sea of Regret is the default ocean. So, I'll see if I can try and explain it right now. Like, see all the ocean all around us? Normally, that would be a deep sea of regret, but our club world was created before this patch hit. So, that is why, like, normally we would have to go through it terraforming the entire club world over again just to get the ocean, and that is just a blank ocean. Like, you can't build in it, you can't do anything. It is just so that you have the smooth mountain curve that goes to the water. Now the Sea of Tranquility, on the other hand, this is an actual full-on ocean biome, like the ones that we just saw in the adventure world, where we would actually be able to like build over to islands and cool stuff like that. Also, next patch, they're going to be adding like a new, I don't know what the ocean's called, but it's like some new type of ocean biome or something like that. Shadow Arena, Start Zone. I think that's it. Oh, and then, yes, that's right. There was one last thing. I knew there was one last thing. Where is it? Shut down. So we finally got ourselves some beautiful shadow wings. It is absolutely amazing. Look at these beautiful monsters. They only have the value tied to them. I remember when these came out and I thought they don't look that cool. And they're pretty cool. They grew on me. And I love the effect like when you're flying with them. I've never actually seen it like from behind our character. So it's like, I mean, look at that. Like that just looks all sorts of tough. The effect on them is so weird too. It's like spikes or needles or something. Really, really cool though. We finally ended up getting them. Big, huge shout out. Huge shout out to Lord Sithis for giving us these bad boys. Like seriously, thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate it because besides that new Chaos Factor coin, the Shadow Wings are still like the second rarest item in the game, right? But either way, they have actually been going down in value. I was actually in the process of buying my pair of Shadow Wings, and I may still end up buying them anyways because I could kind of afford it, and why would I want other Shadow Wings? I wonder. But we'll see if we end up getting them. I'm just saying that I was in the process of buying them, and then Lord Sithis came on, and he's like, dude, I just found some Shadow Wings. Here you go. And it's like, awesome. But anyway, we're going to call it here. We went a little bit over time, as we usually do with all these patch notes and stuff like that. Tomorrow's episode and onward is going to go back to our usual goofy adventure and stuff like that. So there are a couple more patch notes, but you can just check them on the website. They've actually added some really sick dungeons this patch, like straight up. Like a lot of the dungeons will just keep getting better and better. But if you want to see like all 100% of the patch notes and stuff, you can always just, you know what, I'll put it in the description from now on in these patch videos and stuff. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I would also appreciate if you would smack that like button, share, favorite, and subscribe to join Team Pixel. Sign on, stay epic, everybody. Believe in yourself.